Hey, I'm Hailey.
And I'm Jessi.
And you're listening to
Personality Hire, the podcast where when I start to think about the skeleton that is inside of each of our bodies, I get the creeps immediately. I think about it all the time. Do you know what I specifically think about? Of course you don't. Let me tell you. I think about how all day long we're standing on our feet, which is two skeletal structures that support our entire body weight that are connected to our shins and our whole, like, we stand on bones all day. Like, we're just standing on bones, on little knobs. Do you know what I mean?
We are.
I think about that every single day, about how when I stand up, I'm just bone on bone on bone, rubbing on bone. I mean, hopefully there's some cartilage and joint in there.
Yeah.
But isn't that insane?
It really is.
And you can snap it in half? Like, you can snap it in half?
One thing about it being football season is I just know that I'm going to see a replay of someone snapping their thin shin. I was going to say their thigh.
Their thin shin.
Their thin shin.
Those shins are thin.
If they're snapping, and that terrifies me.
I just don't like thinking about it. And I do think about it genuinely every day because it truly is a wonder of the world.
It is.
But I think I'm also thinking about it more because spooky season, I guess, is
and
sort
everybody's
of coming.
About to have a skeleton in their yard and is 75 feet tall.
Yeah, I saw one of those already. Those Home Depot specials.
Yeah.
The 80-foot tall skeleton that looks like your dad.
And they're all doing this.
Yeah, like they might.
Every time I post them, I'm like, or post them, pass them. Hello?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Speaking of post,
yeah,
I just
Malone?
saw that. Yes, I just saw that
Good.
Austin
Post Malone from Austin, Texas.
He just debuted a new fashion line in Paris.
He better.
And I actually liked it.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was very Western inspired, which I
Yes.
know he's from Texas, and he has been going down that road with his own personal style for a while, but I really liked it. I mean, it looked good.
Let me tell you something about Post Malone.
He looks good.
I will say this until the cows come home and they leave again, and then they come home a second time. Post Malone is I think he is so underrated in all different ways, and I like that he goes under the radar because I think it's for him. He could be so much bigger than he is, but he's like, I'm having fun. I'm not going to push it. And I don't think he's greedy. Does that make sense? Like, I think he realizes his mental health. Like, he's going to be happier if he tucks away. Like, he lives in Utah. Like, he could be so much bigger. Like, let's say.
But don't you think he's huge? Like, he's a huge superstar?
But he could be even bigger.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm telling you, he could be Taylor Swift. He could be Taylor Swift's not a good, because I'm trying to think of a man, because it's just a different demographic of buyers. Well, he could be, who's a big, no, not Harry Styles.
Yeah, Harry Styles was probably,
Okay, I'm thinking Justin Bieber.
Sure.
Because I'm thinking career, like they both started kind of young. In it, like everything changes with who you have behind you. But Justin was pushed in all these different directions to do like movies, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it was someone's idea to do a clothing line, whatever, which is not like, I totally see that for him. It's not like off brand. But I think that Post Malone could be pushing himself out there to the public a lot more. Okay, do you remember when...
Well, I feel like, though, this fashion line is the start of him pushing himself out and also sort of revealing his other passions and things that he likes to do.
Do you know that he has a rosé?
I did know that. Yep.
Yeah, so he does these things, and it'll
He's
pop
a
off for
businessman.
a second. Like, people talk about it, but then he goes back under the radar.
Well, I also think that
like,
that's just smart. That this man is reinvesting his money.
Yeah,
and that's smart. You know, I just had a very morbid thought.
Oh,
remember
about Post Malone skeleton?
Just
about
celebrities in
if
general.
I could get a 80-foot Post Malone like this in my yard,
that's right.
I would do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And my morbid thought, even farther from that, is we've talked a lot about, not a lot, one episode, we talked about wax figures.
Wax figures.
And what if instead of wax figures where you go to a museum and you see your favorite celebs. I would rather see what their skeletons look like. Like, I would rather see that. Like, that would be the world's best haunted house. But how do I know? I've never seen a real skeleton of, like, comparatively.
You've never seen a real one?
Well, in comparison to other people's skeletons, no. Like,
okay. Like what, them standing.
Right,
sorry,
right.
Nails.
Like,
you know when you have SNS and you, like, touch things? We brush nails. Oh, my gosh. It's actually quite satisfying.
ASMR. But no, think about that as a haunted house.
Yeah.
Where you're going in and you're checking out real skeletons from people you know and love. And you know, I don't know. It's not fully fleshed out. You gotta
fleshed out.
LOL. Oh my gosh. But you got to think that there's something there, right?
There is something there. And I bet there's a market for that. I bet there's people that would line up.
I've seen people that are already going to, I guess maybe the Hollywood Horror Nights or something at Universal Studios are already happening out in LA. That I hate that.
So our yearly telling of me peeing my pants at Six Flags is coming. It's not yet.
Yeah. But anyway, just something to think about. Skeletons. Spooky,
skeletons.
Scary. Post Malone skeleton. Maybe it would actually, you know what? I bet Post Malone skeleton would still have
a lot of
a cowboy hat on his skull. It would have the outline. And it would probably have a bandana.
You know what? That's like my dad loved to do Halloween decorations at one point. It wasn't I don't think it was for a lot of years, but maybe a few years. He would make tombstones and like make them famous people and like write a lyric, like something like kitschy to being.
That was hot in the 90s.
Being, you know, passed on to the afterlife, whatever. I would have loved to see what he would have done with a Post Malone. So now I need a yard. So I can do that stuff.
You've got two very prominent windows.
We also spooky season's already decorating. I see a spider web.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
No.
I'm not going to touch that.
That's outside's problem.
Also, everybody's so into spooky season already. And here's the thing. I actually love the holidays. I love when the stuff starts going, but once it starts, it doesn't stop. And I'm a summer girl. Always have been. And I love the fall too. But I don't want to wish away this time we have. With the sun being out.
I've been thinking a lot about this, about holidays approaching, because I'm trying to go ahead and get in a mental state where I am not only enjoying them, but I'm doing them in a way that feels less stressful, which equals enjoyment, obviously.
Yes.
Also, I am going to post a TikTok video about this. So just if you're going to catch it there too, that's fine. But here's my idea. This year, I would like to propose one day dedicated to Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Let me walk you through it. And just let me walk you through it before you say, this is my worst nightmare. I get it.
Okay.
We wake up in the morning. Breakfast is Thanksgiving. I can't explain why exactly, but breakfast is going to be our Thanksgiving feast. Meal. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have Thanksgiving food. We're going to give thanks. After that, we're going to take a break. Obviously, we've had a big breakfast.
Yeah.
But then we're going to roll that into trick-or-treating. Now, I realize that means that there's going to be far less revealing costumes this year in my proposal, because you're full and you're not going to
had turkey.
You're not going to want to put on your
slutty,
a little tired on your slutty outfit, and you're a little tired.
Yeah, you don't want to be that slutty belle.
Exactly. But now we're going to go trick-or-treating. The family's going to put on our costumes. We're going to head out for an afternoon of trick-or-treating. That's going to be fun. We're going to come back. We're going to eat some candy. So we were down from the turkey and now we're back up from the candy. Okay.
We're all the way up.
So we're all the way turned up. We're going to have a little candy break. And then from that's going to roll into gift giving, because once you're unwrapping candy and you're eating candy, you're feeling a different type of festive than Thanksgiving. So now you're going to start to give presents.
Okay.
It's Christmas.
And
at this point,
happy birthday, Jesus.
Exactly. And at this point, we maybe
it's
have
also Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
It's also Halloween.
Yes. Yeah. So we've come home from trick-or-treating. Now we're going to give gifts. Maybe your tree's already up. I'm not sure. That's up to you. You can do whatever you want. We're going to sing.
This is Christmas.
We're going to say, unless you're like, no, I want a pumpkin tree. You know, you get to choose. It's your holiday.
Okay. It's your
holiday.
House. Don't invite me over if you have a pumpkin
tree. So
we're
going to carol for a little bit. We're going to We're going to do our presents. We're going to make merry. We're going to celebrate Jesus. And then from that, from after you've gotten your gifts and you look at your loot, you look at your bounty, you're going to get ready to celebrate the new year right there. So you got to hurry. You got to look at what you've gotten and you've got to say, is there anything I want to wear tonight when I go out for this new holiday? Did I get anything for Christmas? Maybe not. That's fine. But you're going to get ready really quickly. And then you're going to get your champagne flutes out. Okay. And we're going to toast to the new year. After that, we're going to wake up the next day.
And never do any of that.
And we don't have to. And it's done. And we don't have to worry about any of the other holidays.
Question. Do we build up like we do for every other holiday? You know how like for Halloween, we're building up. We're watching movies leading up. We're going to haunted houses.
Yeah.
For Christmas, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
She's running on fumes, people.
But and then like the Christmas stuff, like we're going to see lights like all the month leading up. Like what happens?
Well, since this is a new holiday, I think that there's a place to do all of that leading up to the one day. Okay. So I'm not saying that we have to get rid of the holiday season exactly. The holiday season is just going to be one season as opposed to spooky season, Christmas season, Thanksgiving season. It's going to be one season. So it'll all
lead up to this one day.
That's what I think. Now, ask me how I feel about that in a few years. I don't know. This year, I'm feeling very much like, let's just wrap it up into one. I feel a little bit overwhelmed by the opportunities that await me to celebrate all of these multiple seasons. I'm feeling overwhelmed already. Yeah. So I just thought that, but also I guess
I'm not like opposed to this. Also,
can you not agree?
I'm also thinking like, you know, it would be nice to get it all done.
Get it all done.
I also don't like New Year's. I don't get the point. I don't want to do anything for New Year's.
I love the idea of it, but the idea of it never ever comes to fruition the way that I think it will. And also I find that the change of seasons, like coming into spring, actually sparks more of a New Year feeling for me.
It's not the New Year until January. Feel it is. Yeah, like January, until the spring.
January feels
like Easter should be New Year's.
January feels like I need to be medicated, not like I need to be celebrating my
I need to be
12
in the
months
house.
ahead.
I need to be gratitude journaling. Like I need to be in therapy. I need to be doing a lot in January. I don't need to be in a sparkly mini skirt.
Don't you think too, though, can you not agree that Thanksgiving is breakfast?
No, it all logistically makes sense. It's actually a really good idea because you can work that meal off when you're trick or treating. Because I'm like going to sneak a few of Scooby's treats, but I don't need a bunch of candy. Right. So maybe I'll have one piece. And it'll be the Hershey's that she don't want a Hershey's. She's like, you can have this, Aunt Hailey. So I take that. Right. That's my Thanksgiving dessert. I literally don't need anything else. I'm stuffed from breakfast. Okay. And then I go home and I get to open gifts. Mm-hmm. This is so exciting.
And you could keep on your Halloween
outfit.
You're
still burning energy and you still have all that from turkey earlier, even though turkey's supposed to make you tired. So from cranberry sauce, I don't know. And then the only thing I don't like is New Year's. But that's because it makes sense. You had to put it in there, but I just don't want to do it.
I know.
I like what this eliminates because this eliminates all these other like invitations to go places.
Yeah. Or two, it's really like we got to really whittle down our guest list because I only have enough capacity to have 5 of you over here for all of this stuff that's going down.
I'm doing things all day, which means you're cleaning all day. Like we are going to have to be distributing. Did I say that word? No, I didn't, but we're not trying it again.
We're going to be distributing?
Yes, jobs. And everybody has a job the day before. We write it down. This year you're on dish duty. Sorry, Becky.
Maybe you're assigning everyone a holiday within the day, like, hey, listen,
that's a good idea.
You are taking care of the trick-or-treating route. Like that's your Halloween, baby. Your Halloween
starts at this time. Just know that this to this time is your party time. Yeah. That you have to be a planner of, which by the way, I'm going to be the worst because I don't want to plan any of this.
You know what another departure.
I'll plan Christmas actually. I like that.
I have found a new thing about myself is that I love to plan things. I like to plan gatherings. I like to plan social gatherings. I don't like to do, como se dice, Like, I like to plan the social gathering. I don't like to plan the, if it's not fun, I don't want to do it.
The logistics, like the admin.
Well, the admin, I guess I don't mind the admin of planning a fun social outing. Like I'll handle the admin of that. But if it's not fun, I just don't really like to do it anymore. You know,
it's just so much energy. I really thought about this a lot because I think about like how much I normally have to like orchestrate like just in life, and I'm like, okay, I'm not bad at that. Like I figure out things, I plug them into my like whatever. When I've been on projects for like short films or whatever, not hard for me to plan that all out. It's not hard for me to call everybody, give them a call sheet. It's not hard for me to do that. But when it comes to planning an event that involves myself, I can plan someone else's thing. I threw a whole surprise birthday for someone that had no idea that it was happening and had the food for everyone, had the drinks for everyone, had the games for everyone, somehow cleaned and decorated. I did recruit help for that morning of when I got that person out of the house to like start doing stuff. I did that. You know what? It was fine. It wasn't hard. But planning something that you know that you have to show up to and also be a face at, like that it's kind of about, like, okay, I was thinking about people talking about when they're planning weddings, and I'm like, I can't do it. And then also something as simple as that birthday dinner. I could not.
My 2 cents on that for you specifically, if I'm allowed to speak on it,
please,
is that you are so aware of maybe hurting other people's feelings that will be in attendance, or giving someone, like, it's hard to plan for that many people. And so if the plan goes awry or something doesn't work out, I think that you feel this overwhelming sense of guilt about disappointing people or leading people astray or under delivering on your party for people that are in attendance or were going to come. And so that makes you feel some type of way about hosting it for yourself. And I completely relate to that. You don't want to that's not disappointing them, but it's definitely like,
no, but it feels like
you're like,
I want this to be fun.
And I want it to be fun. And I also want you to know that there's a solid plan and I want you to be there.
Yes.
The plan is solid. It's firm. And a lot of times with stuff like that, the plan isn't solid or firm because I don't know if the doorman's going to let us all in. I'm not sure. I haven't asked him. He said, just show up. And I did, and now we can't get in. Or I don't know if there's going to be enough seats at the table because you didn't tell me that you're, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But that's my 2 cents on maybe how you operate right here for you planning your own birthday party or something like that.
But I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to plan anything anymore.
Well, I think
ever again.
I think from now on, I just had a conversation with a friend about this. For birthdays, I am just saying to everyone, I'm going to take you and me on a special lunch date. Just you and me. And you don't got to worry about inviting me to anything. You don't have to worry about planning anything if you don't want to, but I'm going to take you on a special lunch date. Yeah. And maybe it's going to roll into some shopping. Maybe it's going to roll into, I don't know, but let's just keep it intimate. Let's just keep it intimate.
Also,
Intimacy.
Intimacy
is key.
There's a key.
Intimacy is key.
It's key.
In every relationship.
I have to tell you guys something. I held this story from the podcast. I think I told you.
Okay.
About my missions test. Did I tell you? Okay.
No, you've been withholding it from everyone.
I withheld this because truly it was so embarrassing when it happened. So I go to this place every year to get my missions test done. It's around the corner. This guy knows me. He always says something about, like, he figures out, he goes, "You're not from here, are you?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "I can tell you're from the Midwest." Whatever. He's from my neck of the woods where I'm from. Not the same town, but he went to high school there. So he loves to talk to me about it. And he remembers me. And he always says, "Did you bring me ski soda?" Because ski soda is this thing in Illinois. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but it's in the Midwest. And it's like Sprite. It's intense.
But is it a brand or is it?
It's a brand.
Oh.
It's called Ski.
It's like a citrusy soda?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've never heard of that. So it's really good.
Is it like Squirt?
It's like Squirt.
Because Squirt's also a regional thing.
Yes. It's like Squirt, but it's Ski.
Squirt's good.
Yeah. It's really
so
good.
it's like juicy, like a juicier Sprite.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's tangier.
Well, did you bring me a ski soda?
I did not bring anyone. I forget that it exists. Okay, so I wasn't thinking about my emissions guy when I was last home.
Okay.
Also, I was on a plane. It wouldn't have worked out.
I'm not going to let you forget him this time because I also want a ski soda, but we digress.
I'll bring them back for Christmas.
Apologies. Go ahead. Sorry.
So he's talking to me, and I assume he sees my, like, what's it called? The frame around your license plate. What do we call that? A license plate.
The plastic
frame.
bit around. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is a Roll Tide Alabama one. Let's not talk about the game, okay? Let's not talk about anything. Anyway, so he starts talking to me about Alabama football. He goes, "Oh my God, did you hear what happened this morning?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "Your coach is in jail." And I go, oh. Mind you, this like last week. And so it's the week before football's about to start. He goes, he just got taken to jail this morning. And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I have a buddy who works for the maintenance of the field, the practice field. He punched a player, like some 18-year-old. And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, the player's in the hospital. He got knocked out." And I don't know this coach, by the way. This coach is new to me. He's a year old. So I'm going, "What?" And also, why would this guy lie to me? I look it up. I go, "It's not online." And he goes, "It just happened." And he goes, "I bet the athletic department's trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it. I mean, they got to get a new coach right away, right? Like you'd assume that you have to get a new coach." And I was like, "Yeah, he punched a player." And so I text this girl who was in my sorority, who is the biggest Alabama fan I know. They call her Alabama. And so I literally texted her and I was like, "Allie, did you?" And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm calling Jeff," is her dad, who we call Mr. Bama. Like they love Bama. She's trying to figure this out. I text my dad, and then my emissions test is over, and I was like, "Oh, see it?" And he goes, "How many people did you text?" And I go, 2. And he goes, "Dang it, I thought you would at least like post something online." And I was like, I knew immediately, this man made this up. This man, we were stationary, but he took me for a ride. This man took, by the way, the whole emissions test, telling me the story and telling me like, and talking to me like, "What's going to happen? Like, what do you think? Like, do you know who else would be lined up like for the coaching job?" I go, "You need to go to jail." I literally, I go to people, and my dad, I'm so embarrassed that I texted Groot about this because he raised me better.
No, I have an issue with this man who made up an elaborate lie like this. It's one thing.
Also, I was exhausted. Like
it's one thing to say a funny haha. "Did you hear your coach went to jail?" "No, what happened?" "Because he's so bad they took him to jail." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That's one thing. To have an elaborate, multifaceted lie where you're actually connecting yourself to the coach and you have an inside scoop and you let this person go, that's wrong. And that also, I don't know you like that, Mr. Emissions Man.
I'm definitely not bringing you ski soda.
Absolutely not.
Also,
actually, I'm finding a new emissions place.
You want to hear the craziest part about all of that too? As I'm driving away, I go, "That was crazy." I rolled down my window and I go, "That was so crazy of you." And I told him, I was like, "That was crazy." And I was like laughing a little bit because I was so in shock.
And also uncomfortable now.
Yes.
You're a weirdo.
Well, also, I heard what you said. You said, "I thought you might post something online." "Oh, really? Because I'm a young girl and I look like I'm posting." Well, guess what? I do post everything online. So you'd be right. You'd be right. But that was rude. And I heard it. And I know what you meant. But the other crazy thing is, as I'm pulling away, Jessi, I go, "That was crazy. That was wild that you did that." And he goes, "You know what was even crazier?" He goes, "I did it to the woman before you in that," he goes, "She was a Georgia fan. I just did it about Georgia, about Kirby." And I was like, so now you're talking about my dog Kirby. Now we're going,
this man is so bored with his job. This man is bored,
He's so
bored at the job.
Obviously he's
bored of the work, bored. He said, "How can I make my day more spectacular? I'm going to lie to every woman I see." This man is bored. And he had a lot of time to think up this storyline.
He did. He said, also, he goes, "What's that hospital name?" And I almost said it. And he goes, DC. Like he knew the hospital name in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, this man's bored. He's how we say jumped the shark. This man this man really needs to reconsider having a more mentally stimulating job.
He might need to go back to the
find
Midwest.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. No ski soda for you.
Yeah.
None for you, Gretchen Wieners. Absolutely not.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I immediately called J-Dog and he was like, I don't even have enough words. He was like, I don't know if it's funny or it's scary. And I was like,
It is
I
freaky.
don't either.
And he's like, gotcha.
And I did wait. I should have told it on the pod the week it happened. I didn't. And
Wow.
that's crazy too. But I think I was a little embarrassed, to be honest.
I don't even know that you should be embarrassed. I think that I would just need time to process the fact that man was a creeper. That's a weird thing to do, Hailey.
It was weird. Also
To do it to multiple people and to admit to it.
Yeah. That was wild.
I feel like that he listens to Howard Stern, and Howard Stern was like, that sounds very much to me like a shock jock prank call that he heard, and he just said, "That's
I'm gonna
funny."
do it every day.
Yeah.
Also, not too much of my girl, Kaylin. Like, he's having a hard time, and now we're gonna send him to jail.
Who?
Kaylin DeBoer,
Who's
the
that?
Alabama coach, the new Alabama coach.
I didn't know that was their name.
That was their name, and I think they are a he/him.
Yeah, Kaylin could have gone either way. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know.
I think
if
he
that
identifies as a he/him.
If that was a he, she, I didn't.
Well, that would be a
know.
big deal if that would be the first female,
right? But
head coach.
I didn't know.
college
I mean,
football.
for a moment, there was a glimmer of hope in me for a moment that there would be. I don't know anything about foosball. I don't watch. I don't know the rules. However, I do know that this man is really he's got a lot to live up to. I'm sure he's feeling the pressure.
I literally would not have taken the job. I would have been like, after Nick Saban, he's still in the background of people's phones.
And I feel like he's still...
We're not doing that.
I feel like this man, it might be... I know that they like to switch coaches around often if they ain't delivering. And I know that it's probably not... Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. I know that it's probably not his fault, but I could see him being like... could they let him go during the middle of the season?
Yeah. But he didn't punch a player. So I think they're going to let him.
But could you get let go for poor performance during the middle of a season?
For sure.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to expect someone. I do think that if you saw the game, and we're not going to make this a sports podcast, even though it could be a skeleton podcast too.
It could be a science podcast.
Women in
STEM. It could be a pop culture podcast. It could be sports. We deliver on all fronts.
We do it all.
It's true.
But I don't think it's fair, even though I did watch the last half of this past game, and that made me think maybe this isn't the right fit. However, it's so much to navigate that I can't imagine how someone could come in and start winning right away.
My question is this.
And we did pretty well last year a new whole... And also, guys, the player portal has changed everything, and it kind of ruined college football.
What the fuck is that?
The college portal is basically all these people can transfer. The transfer portal. So all these, the
player portal. Sounds like you're beaming them up from outer space.
They do that. They go, I don't want to be here anymore. And they go, diva out, and go, and they go in a rocket ship, and then they land wherever University of Oklahoma
So they can just transfer schools?
Yes,
that
they could
easily?
be like, I am playing the way I want to play. I'm going to go there. They promised me a starting spot.
So they're just zip, zap, zopping through the player portal to whatever college they think that they can.
I think they have to do it by season. So they
sounds
can't
scary,
do
though.
it in the middle.
The player portal sounds really scary because it sounds like a portal to another dimension.
Well, it's the dimension to greed and the dimension to giving up, because it reminds me a lot of the NFL. You can just go
traded.
Yeah,
My question to you, though, is this. If you are a college football coach and you're coming in underneath... Or I'm sorry, you're the successor to a coach who has an outstanding
Nick Saban,
record.
the greatest coach.
Outstanding. I'm not trying to do my own thing as the new coach. I'm just trying to replicate what the old coach did. That's what I'm doing.
Never replicated. That's why.
But I'm going to be like, listen, train me. You're retired. It's not like you went to another team.
I am kind of upset with Nick because you could be at the lake house with your grandchildren, but you're on ESPN, which I love because I get to see you every Saturday at College Game Day. But I want to see you at a specific College Game Day, the one in Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide.
Do you know who I would like to see in a room together? Again, recalling from a past episode. And I also want to post that clip. Actually, I forgot that we talked about this. This is very funny. I want to see Nick Saban and Shaquille O'Neal in the same room. I want to see that dynamic.
In the same room, I think. They've had to.
I want Nick Saban to also have gummies shaped in his head.
I do too. I also want to see Charles Barkley, Shaq. Hello?
Shrek? Charles Barkley.
Oh my God,
Shrek.
Don't. I didn't say that.
Zonzoe.
Charles Barkley has called Shaq Shrek.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Shaq. I'm your friend.
No, we are your friend. We are your friend.
I'm not making fun of anyone. But I love their banter. So I'd like to see those two with Nick Saban. And Nick Saban just like he's not going to.
Oh, okay. So is he not? Maybe he will as he becomes more comfortable in his position.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even know anything about foosball, but that I just want to say that is my inclination is you're retired, you're a football coach, you're retired, you're not going to another team, and I'm the incoming coach. I'm just replicating. And
also, he has an office.
I'm asking you, Nick Saban, to tell me everything you know. I'm going to give you different scenarios. What would you do in this scenario? I'm writing it down. I'm recording its memory, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to do what I would want to do. Certainly not, because it's not working.
Yeah.
So I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling the Sabinator, and I'm saying, I'm your Jedi now, and I need you to teach me.
Your
ways.
Know?
And this player portal, they're all going to port to another dimension if I keep doing what I'm doing. You know?
Yeah. It's
Football's
scary.
easy. Football seems really
easy. It's really easy. I could do it.
I think coaching football seems
so easy.
Also, the other thing about football that I never understand, and come for me, I understand you're going to be like, that's not how you play it. That's not the best way to do the game. And I understand that.
That's not the best way to do the game.
That's not how you do it. I don't understand why the immediate, when they're in line, what are they doing? They're in line they're facing each other. What do you call that when they start their plays? They're like downset hut.
Yeah.
They're just like together.
Oh, what do you call that? They're getting in position.
The tackle portal. When they're in the tackle portal, why do they immediately just go straight for one another when they're inches away and they just try to tackle one another, as opposed to what if they just went around one another? They don't ever.
That's the point, is you don't want the other team going around you because you're trying to keep your quarterback safe so they can throw the ball. So you want that one guy, the running back, to go running and get it.
I understand, but I think that there's something better that we could do here. I think we need to shake things up. I think that there's something better we could do. I want to try to make a play. I just think that when I watch it, I see what somebody else isn't saying. I think I have a gift, is what I'm trying to say. We need to go on
Twitch and like play the, whatever the video game is that you play college football. It's like Y2K football. Like, I don't know.
Madden. I don't know.
Madden. Is that it? Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe.
I just think I have a gift to see things in these football plays that other people can't see.
Well, Kaylin DeBoer.
I think that you know what?
This girl.
Have I missed a calling? Possibly. Just let me cook. Just give me a call. Let me cook for a minute and let me show you. Let me show you what I'm seeing.
I do think that you could probably see some organizational thing that a man couldn't see, but we also have to remember that these are all men that I think that are on the I'm thinking of specifically Alabama's team. They only have men on their team. So I'm thinking of like,
yes.
Are they going to be able to hear the organizational process?
I don't know, but that's where I come in, and I'm gonna come into that kitchen and I'm gonna cook it up, baby. I'm gonna chef it up. I also think that every once in a while, oh my God, I have a great idea. Okay. Oh my God, Hailey, picture this.
Okay.
They're in the tackle portal.
Okay.
They're getting ready to start a play.
Okay.
A cheerleader runs onto the field before they say downset hut. One of the big linebackers hands her the ball, or somebody passes her the ball. They lift her up. They shoot her toward the, what is it called?
Field goal.
The field goal, or the touchdown area, end zone.
End zone. Okay.
They shoot her towards the end zone. Either a big linebacker or another big cheerleader is already running. They catch her. They run her into the end zone. They make a touchdown. So we start using the cheerleaders.
Okay. Well, we have to get that regulated in the rules, but that is actually iconic. I don't know why they won't do that with the football players. They don't even need a cheerleader.
Because some of these kickers are really small.
They are very small.
Okay, we need to start basket tossing them into the end zone. Is that what it's called?
The end zone, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And basket toss, yeah.
We get a basket, toss them into the end zone.
Okay. Well, Alabama,
recruit.
You'll never lose a game again.
Everything goes back to Cirque du Soleil. Start recruiting some Cirque du Soleil people.
JoJo Siwa.
Pink, Alabama needs you. Katy Perry, Alabama needs you. Forget sorority recruitment. We're recruiting for the football team.
Yes.
And we need you bad.
We need you bad at Alabama. Oh, gosh. I can't even talk about it. My life's ruined.
No, it's not ruined. It's just starting.
It's just starting.
Just begun.
Okay, so you said you didn't know what the transfer portal was.
No, I don't. No idea.
So I have another thing that you probably don't know about that I feel like you don't need to know about, but I'm going to explain it here live. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to get your thoughts.
Uh-huh.
There's this reality TV show that it's on its 7th season. And yes, I've watched all 7 seasons. It's called Welcome to Plathville. It takes place in Cairo, Georgia.
Oh. That
Cairo.
Feels like it's close to where peanuts are grown.
I believe they probably have a splendor of boiled peanuts.
Okay.
I believe.
So it's a reality show?
It's a reality show.
Okay.
It started out in the beginning, kind of like Partridge Family vibes. Like the mom and the dad, super religious, like Christian religion, but like I'm not quite sure. It doesn't seem what I was raised with. It seems like a special church.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they have a bunch of kids.
Okay.
And they really only feature the older kids because the older kids have personalities, but they have like a ton of kids. Like I want to say like 8 or 9. It's crazy.
Okay.
So the show has been going on. The eldest son, who is about my age, I think, he gets married at, of course, like 18 because they're super religious to this woman. And now she's a character on the show. They decide that this religion is too intense for them. So they're still Christian, but they're like not doing what the family's doing. The family doesn't like that because you're stepping out of line. So then they don't like each other. And now the eldest daughter, who is second to Ethan, the eldest, is starting to do her own thing, trying to dress like, revealing, like corrupts up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then by season 6, or maybe by season 5, she's got tattoos. She's dyed her hair black. Off. And they have like white blonde hair. This whole family. Everybody has white blonde hair.
Okay. So
she dyes her hair black. Like it's like all these things. Ethan then, his wife is like, I need you to be a husband. And he's like, I can't, I'm a man. It's scary. So she eventually is like, I'm done with you. And she also like was very traumatized from her own upbringing. So I think her boundaries were strong. So she made him isolate from the family.
Yeah.
Now they're divorced.
Oh no.
Spoiler it. Now
is Ethan coming back to the family?
Ethan's back with the family. He already has a new girlfriend.
Oh.
The wheels have fallen off though.
Yeah.
This whole family is so different. The parents have gotten a divorce. The dad got really unshaped, and the mom went and she bought a houseboat. Last season, she lived on a houseboat. They're still going through a divorce. The divorce is really messy. Neither of them want to hire lawyers. Kim, the mom, has never had a job because she's been a stay-at-home mom. So she's hostessing, and she can't afford her lawyer fees. And I don't know how she's renting this nice house in Cairo, Georgia now. And the dad is like definitely financially like abusing her, like by not giving her any help because she did raise all 10 of those kids. 9 or 10. I literally don't know. I couldn't name them all.
Is their last name Plath or something?
Plath.
Okay.
So they're calling it Plathville.
Got it.
But I was watching it last night as I was editing this audition, and I was just like, I just like wanted to put something mindless on in the background, and I was like wondering, I was getting like I was getting over as anxious as heck. You guys, I had my washer going, and my washer is so loud. I was watching the most stressful show, Plathville, and trying to just get stuff done. But this show, Jessi, it's on TV every year, and it is so horrible.
What channel is it on?
TLC, because they put on the freaky shows.
Is it to showcase?
I think it started off, I think the family joined being like, we want to show how, and listen, Keeping Up with the Duggars or whatever. What are they? That's, I did
10 or something in
10
counting.
kids and 20 kids and counting. Yeah, something like that. 18 and counting. Like, I'm not kidding. It was that many kids. They were also had this mindset. Like, let's show America how a normal Christian family, like how good this can be, which love that. But I think if you're, we do know this about, we have to be smarter than the producers. The producers are going to do everything in their power, if this is not a Christian network, to make you guys look crazy. And then you guys are going to get mad at each other. And then you guys probably are doing crazy stuff. And then one of your sons goes to prison.
The Duggars sons?
I'm just saying, like, this, like, I can't imagine
like this
how
recipe, this formula ain't working.
It's
so
not,
if you see
stop
it,
it. Stop doing
for the
that.
it's working for TLC, but it's not working for the family.
Oh, yes, it's
right.
working for TLC because I am tuning in. And I was just wondering last night, how bad does my brain have to be to choose to put this on?
I don't
and
think
I know all the lore about this family.
I think that there's something about watching other people's lives unfold, in any capacity,
Also
whether
that
it's
they're
good,
normal.
bad. There's just something about
It's not like they're the Kardashians.
watching,
you know what I mean?
which is for the exact same reason why I like to watch vlogs on YouTube that are really popular. There's something about watching someone's life unfold in real time with real events that are not scripted like Real Housewives of whatever, that feel a little bit more organic. There's something about that is extremely interesting to humans just by our nature. And I think that it's just because, well, we're nosy by nature. We're naughty by nature for sure, but we're also nosy by nature. And we're comparative by nature. So there's also something probably to be said about watching that and then comparing it to your own upbringing or your own life, your own choices you've made. And I think it's super normal to be into it. I mean, I have watched trash reality, but the one thing that kills me, to your point about this family deciding, yes, we're going to do this. Yes, we're going to put our lives out there on TLC, is that they obviously thought that their religion and their family bond was so strong that it could definitely withstand any pressure that this TV show would put on them. And that's just so wild to me to think that you have 10 individual children and you're expecting them to follow your exact theology on life throughout their entire lives. Like, there's no way in hell you're going to put 10 people in a room, whether you're related by blood or not, and expect the same outcome. And there's going to be some rebellion there, especially when you put these young kids in this very tiny box they have to fit into to meet your standards of religion or lifestyle, whatever that is. You're crazy to think that you're not going to have one that goes, I got a tattoo, I dyed my hair black. Like, that's just part of life.
You're definitely going to have one out of 10. Also, this season they're dealing with the next daughter, the third eldest daughter, she's been dating. She's always been very like rule follower, doing all the things that her parents wanted her to do. Super religious. She is now engaged. She's now married in real time, but engaged to someone she has known for like 3 months.
That tracks too. That also tracks just for small town vibes.
Yes. Small town vibes and for super religious vibes. And so her older brother, who did the same thing, is probably like, he could say anything. I mean, he's like, I don't want this marriage to happen. I wish he would have just said to her, like, hey, I see you. I was once here. This is how it unfolded for me. Can we talk about this? Like, why now? Why this person? Like, let's just make sure you're really thinking about this because I went through this and I just want to protect you. He could have done that, but instead what he does is on national television, he accuses or he questions. I'm not accusing. He questions her boyfriend's sexuality, which I think is really not funny to do on TV or like at all. Like I'm like immediately bad vibes if you're doing that to someone. So he does that. And then he tries to like sabotage the engagement. Like he tries to he's doing it like the boyfriend's doing it with her whole family there. There's like a grassy area in front of a lake. And he literally takes out a lighter and lights the grass on fire.
How old is this person?
He's like my age.
Emotionally immature.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
wild.
Yeah.
Also, that's giving, I just found out how fireworks vibes. Like that is giving, I just found the Zippo lighter in my granddad's shed. Let me see what it does. You know? That's weird.
And the boyfriend was like, can you put the fire out? Like, why'd you do this? He was like, I was just cleaning up the edges. And like the other brother's laughing because he did it to be mean. And he goes, well, I don't want like a bunch of burnt grass, right? Can we put it out the fire? And the guy's like, no.
Let's go down to Plathville.
Isn't that crazy? Well, they're in Cairo.
But is it still filming? Is it still an active show?
Well, yeah. This is the new season.
So it's the season
but
just came
this
out.
happened probably last year, and it's filmed.
I wonder if they
airing
have
now.
some sort of a tourist attraction down there for the Plath family in Cairo, Georgia. The same way, remember when Honey Boo Boo came out?
Oh yeah,
and people could go. They were also Georgia based.
They were. They are.
Well, you know, filming in Georgia, it's in Yollywood. I guess they just find all these families here, and that's crazy. I also started all families
the show.
have drama, though.
They do. Oh, of course.
I do want to say that all families have their own drama, and
For
sometimes
sure.
when I'm
not putting it on TV,
especially when I'm in my therapist chair and I'm telling her about my family, I'm like, I could also probably have a very entertaining reality show.
Yeah,
but I ain't doing that, especially not with my family. You couldn't pay me. I said before, I probably would go on a reality show. I probably would. Like, I think that myself, me, I probably would. I think that it would be fun. I would enjoy the experience. I would never go on with my family.
Yeah.
I would never. Especially not my family.
I would not go on with my family at all. I also just binged Love Thy Nader. Sorry, I was second guessing the last name. It's Brooks Nader.
Nader.
She's a model. And her and her sisters are all models. And they're all unbelievably attractive. Like, so attractive. They're all so beautiful. And they all got an apartment in New York together. And they're doing this reality show. So I binged it real quick because I love to see what they're doing. I love to see what they're wearing. And I love seeing sisters because sisters are entertaining. And that's what I got from that show. I was like, give any sisters a reality show because sisters are fun. Sisters get in fights over the silliest things, but they also have each other's backs harder than anyone. And they address some like kind of serious stuff with like, I don't know, just a lot of stuff that I was like, that was brave that they talked about that in the show.
Reality bites.
Reality.
But reality is also, I don't know. I like reality TV.
I like it.
I like it.
And I feel like a weirdo after I finish because I'm like, after I finish an episode because I'm like, girl, you just spied on them. But they knew you were doing it. Too. They wanted it. I guess it's like how you little freakies watch this podcast. That's freaky.
We wanted
but
you
also
to.
we want you to.
We wanted you to.
Especially you, Norway. Also can't get over that. Where are my Canadians at? What's that all about?
I think that here's my theory on Canada and why we're not bumping off there is because we are an explicit podcast. And so that says to me that there might be some sort of barrier between us and Canada that we are not getting into their ecosystem of podcasts because maybe we're filtered out because we're explicit. That's just my...
We don't really maybe say that much.
We don't, but maybe they're still pissed off about the tariffs. I'm not sure. I didn't do that though, guys.
Oh, we didn't.
I didn't do that.
We literally didn't even plan dinner. Like, we didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
We don't do it, Zadie.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to see what else I have in my notes?
Yeah.
Because I have.
Zoot.
Oh.
Also, if you're looking for new music to listen to, I highly recommend.
Carpenter's new album.
Well, I was going to say I highly recommend Olivia Dean.
Oh,
she has several albums out, and I've listened to her for a while. However, she's going to have a new album out later this month. She has 3 singles already released from her album.
It's so good.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Not only is she just like sunshine in a bottle when I look at her performing, she just is incredible. So highly recommend Olivia Dean.
And a sharp left turn from that, but something I feel like I had to address on the pod. I love looking at my notes from the week. I just put podcast at the top. That's the title. And then I put random things in. I don't know what time of day I'm putting I wish we had, I started this at 7:32 a.m. Oh, no. That's just when
That's when you last did it.
Okay. Well, I wish they had timestamps because I'm telling you some of these are at like 2 a.m. when I wake up in the middle of the night. Okay, but the thing that at 7:30 in the morning, I put in there today was, you know how I know I'm getting old is because I remember September 11th. People don't remember September 11th online. Like the people, they don't remember this. They weren't alive is what
That's
I'm saying.
right. Yeah.
So they use photographs as memes, and I'm like, I see it and I go, like, is that funny? Is that funny? And then I decided, you know what, this is funny because this is the meme they're using. They're using, I don't know who's talking, head of security whispering into George W. Bush's ear while he's reading to a class of kindergartners that the towers have been hit, which is so terrifying and tragic and awful and literally so bad. But they use it as a reaction on TikTok as like, so there's this baby called Coop, and his dad calls him Coop on a stoop because every morning they go outside and they sit on the curb on the driveway. And if it's wet, he has to have his little chair. And so they'll be like, Coop sat on the stoop this morning, sir. Like that's what they'll say in the comments are, Coop had banana bread for breakfast, sir. Like, because they're obsessed with this baby. That's what they're trying to say is like, give me
They're
all the
using
information.
the whisper as a way to say that this is like information on Coop.
Right. Like, oh, and I think they're viewing this and they're like, someone's telling a president that used to be the president before I was born some information.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know. I don't think they know.
No, they
Maybe
don't.
some people do.
I don't think they know, but
I'm like,
I don't think they know, but also too, I think when it comes to photos like that, there's something to be said about being sensitive around a incredible act of terrorism and a
horrible,
one of the most tragic events in recent times in our country. However, I'm not going to fault a 15-year-old kid for using that meme. I would think it would be different if they like are using a meme that has the towers like actively going down. But if you're using that, I don't think that.
And you can't see. It's so close. It's literally just the guy and then George W. Bush. You can't see that he's in a classroom. You can't see that he's reading. So I think if you weren't alive for that image,
well, I'm trying to think of something that's comparable to what I would use that I wasn't alive for that I would think was useful or funny, and that might not be useful or funny to somebody else that happened during their time. Like, I don't know. I can't do it, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
things used to be good.
It's also crazy to think that is people just weren't alive when that happened. I had to plan a dinner for a group of women that's happening on September 11th, and it was the only day that we could do it. And still sometimes I feel hesitant about making plans on September 11th, even like accepting calendar invites for meetings and things like that. If it's on September 11th, I'm like, shouldn't we be
watching a special?
Yeah,
a time special on National Geographic,
something like that, because it's.
I want to hear from everybody.
It still feels off.
It
still feels off.
It still feels off.
But for some people, it was never on because they didn't experience it. Understood.
Wow. I like.
Is there? I think we can't end on that note.
No,
we gotta end on
I just
else.
thought that was hilarious this morning. It's not funny, but there's a part of it that's funny. Okay, can we agree? Or maybe I'm messed up.
Funny, interesting.
It's funny, interesting. It's like, oh my gosh, you don't realize that that's horrific. Okay.
What else you got?
Gosh, I'm just gonna read them and then we can riff. Over analyzing being perceived. Girl, I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know if I have the brain power for that one right now.
Have you ever met a boy mom?
Yeah, lots of them.
Why did I write that? Sabrina's new album.
Haven't listened to it all the way through yet.
Oh, I listened to it right away. Y'all, it's funny as heck. It's dirty as heck.
I think I might.
It's not for children.
Yeah, I think I might be. I hate to say this. I don't. That it's not speaking to me because I've listened to a few of the tracks. The When Did You Get Hot, I think is kind of funny, but there's a few other things.
That's like my least favorite.
I'm like, I don't
Nobody's Son is so good. I love it. I'm having fun.
I think that I might not be. I think I'm more in my Olivia Dean era right now than I am in my Sabi.
But you also get very hyper focused on.
Well, I think that I just relate to that now more than Sabrina Carpenter. And I went to her show last time she was in town and she was amazing. Yeah. But I'm just having a harder time relating to the lyrics.
Oh, I'm definitely not relating to the lyrics at all. But I'm just enjoying the pop funniness. Mm-hmm. I will say I would never play that album around a child.
Well, I bought Scooby-Doo, her album on vinyl, and that was a mistake. Well, found that out quick. But
you didn't know.
I knew, but I just thought that she wasn't listening to the lyrics as hard as she was. And guess what, folks? She was.
No, this one
she
has
was listening to all the lyrics.
Yeah, this album I would say has more clear,
suggestive,
yeah,
topics.
It's definitely like I feel like it should be a comedy album. It's just funny, but it's adult humor.
She is an absolute doll. She is a real life Polly Pocket.
You know who you would really like if you like Olivia Dean? You're gonna love, and I don't know why I keep forgetting her name, but she is very Olivia. I would love for her. What's that other girl's name? Man, Olivia Dean and Jensen McRae.
Yes,
Jensen McRae is iconic, and
listen to some. Lizzie McAlpine's also very nice. If anybody wants to listen to her, she's major fall vibes.
Yes, she is. Okay, wait. Griff, Olivia Dean, and Jensen McRae on tour together.
On Spotify.
But those three, if I could get them to sing something together, I think my brain would really be tickled. Their voices together.
Magic. I think with that,
we've given you our skeletons. We've
bebopped all over the place.
Yeah, we talked about George W. Bush today.
Please rate, review, subscribe. Please pass this on to a friend. We really appreciate you. We love you so much, and we will see you next Thursday.
Janine, take us home, sis. Ah!